I can't. But anyways. What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm Christina Sheree. If it's your first time here, hey, why don't you pause, hit that subscribe button. Now we're all good. So you guys, today, I love fall. You're going to hear me say that about 50 million times. And I have a new fall palette that I'm going to play with. Get this look. If you're curious about how I got it, then let's just jump into the video. Excited about today. I love filming, but I just really love fall, and ColourPop, there's no way to keep up with them, but they just dropped this palette and I'm just like, I'm here for it because it's all about fall, the colors, everything. So today I'm going to actually dive into this palette here, the It's a Mood, and I'm sure you want to see the actual palette. I mean, you know, what else could you be here for? So this is the palette, It's a Mood, ColourPop. This is such a beautiful palette. It's one of their mega palettes. They actually just had a sale where they had this and a whole bunch of other stuff that was like 25% off. By the time this airs, you guys probably won't care about that. But anyways, yeah, so I'm diving into this bad boy today. What can I tell you about it? It's got some pressed glitters, it has some shimmers, it has some beautiful mattes, fall colors. I'll make sure that when I go through the tutorial that I actually put it up on the screen. But the one thing that this palette really kind of reminds me a lot of is the Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette. You can't get this one anymore. I believe this one is sold out. Discontinued is probably better. But this is the box, beautiful box. But the actual palette itself, this one here, it's really close to the It's a Mood. I'll pop It's a Mood on the screen so you guys can see them. My lens is too tight. Can't get it all in the frame. But anyway, so the It's a Mood is really close to this one, and maybe I'll do some swatches and compare a couple of colors that look really similar towards the end. But for now, I'm just really excited to dive into this palette, create a fall look. So let me prime my eyes and we're gonna jump right into this. Alright, so before I even dive into this palette, I haven't even swatched it. I just got it and sat down and wanted to film a video, but this thing is beautiful. One thing I love about ColourPop is that you get, for the most part, they're really, really consistent. Like, you get really good pigmentation, the color payoff is great, and the quality of the shadows are actually really good too. And it's just such an affordable price point compared to a lot of other brands. So that's one of the things I love about ColourPop, but the only thing is you just can't keep up with them. They're releasing stuff all the time. All the time. Alright, you guys, so my eyes are primed. I'm just patting it down. For primer, I use a Fenty primer. I'll put a link to it in the description box. And I didn't set it with any powder. So the first colors I'm going to go into, and I'll put it on the screen, is It's a Rush and Everywhere. I'm going to take a little bit of both of those. Now, you guys, I haven't even swatched this, so I have no idea what these are going to look like. Pray for me. Anyway, so I mixed those two, and now I'm going to take it and actually just pat it into the transition area, and then I'm going to blend that out. I just want a really beautiful wash of color at the top. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do a smoky eye. I always do smoky eyes, but yeah, it's fall. You gotta get some smoke and some mystery in there. Alright guys, so It's a Rush and Everywhere. I mixed those two together and it's in my transition area, and I even started to bring it down on my lower lash. I forgot to mention the brush that I'm using is a Morphe E22. So now I'm going to keep the same brush and just go into It's a Rush and load it up and actually stamp this in my my crease. And now I'm just going to go ahead and build up this color, be a little bit more saturated, and concentrate on the outer V. I like that. So far the colors are really blending kind of effortlessly. So right now I'm taking my Morphe R42 brush and I'm going into the color Fascination. I'm going to load this on the brush and start to place this in the outer V and the outer third of my lid. I'm actually going to bring it up just a bit to start to make that wing. So I know this looks a little strange, but just bear with me. So Fascination is now, it's placed on the outer third and the outer wing. So I'm taking the same brush that I used for everything else. I didn't wipe the color off, and now I'm actually going to use this brush to blend it out. So I like the way this is shaping up. I love the colors. It's giving me kind of spiced chai latte vibes. At least it does to me. Anyways, y'all. So I'm going to go into the color Wanna Go, and I'm going to use my finger. I really want to add some green to this look. So I'm going to take it on my finger and place it on the rest of my lid. That's pretty. Now I'm picking back up my Morphe M42, and I'm going back into the color Fascination. I want to add a little bit more contrast here. So I'm just going to tap it right a little bit over where I just pressed that shimmer. Taking my Fenty blending brush, I'm going into the color Fascination again. I want to bring this color a bit more into the crease. A little bit higher so you see it when I'm looking right at you. Now I want to bring a little bit more depth to the outer V. So I'm taking the same brush, this Morphe R42. I kind of wiped off a little bit of the color, but now I'm going into Had to Be, which is a really pretty deep purple. I'm just going to place this on the outer V, just to bring a little bit more depth to the corner. And I'm going to blend that out. So I kind of like the way this is shaping up, but I want the green to be a little bit more, like punch a little bit more. So I'm going back into the color Wanna Go. And I'm using a Morphe M124, and I'm actually just going to take a little bit of Fix Plus and spray that, although it looks like I doused the brush. You should see my mirror. My mirror is soaking wet. Anyways, so I'm going to take this color, hopefully it's not dry, and find the right part, and just actually press this in the center to amp up that green a little bit more. Now for the lower lash. I really want to bring this purple in, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take my Rephr 03 and go into the color Echoes and place this on my lower lash line. And I think I'm going to go all the way across too. Now I'm taking my Sonia G, I think this is just a, Pencil Pro Brush. And I'm actually going to go into It's a Rush and Everywhere, mixing those two together. And I'm going to use that to, whoa, that's kind of a lot. So yeah, I'm going to use that to buff out the bottom. And that's kind of light. So I'm just going to do that on the other side and then switch gears for a sec. So taking a little bit of Fascination, just a little, I'm going to go and run that from the middle to the outer portion of my eye. Alright, so I don't actually see a really good brow bone highlight in this. So I'm going to use my Rephr 23 and go into the color Bonafide, and I'm going to use this just a little bit as a brow bone highlight. Using the same Rephr brush, Rephr 23, I'm going into the color Love Song, just a little bit of it, and I'm going to use this as a inner corner highlight. Alright guys, so I'm going to do lashes or mascara and liner off camera, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'm back. I did a couple of things off camera. I used the ColourPop cream gel liner in the color Fast Lane, so this one here. And I put that in my waterline. And then I also use the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in black to tightline. And the first time I've used either of these next two products for ColourPop, I wanted to make it a full ColourPop thing. So I got a couple things. So I used the ColourPop liquid liner in black. It's okay. This isn't a review about this liner, but I used the liner. I think you could just have a better wand, truthfully. And then I used the ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara. And this is the final look. I never know what to do when I'm doing these. I'm like, do I go like this? Anyways, you guys, this is the final look. For my lips, actually, I just used a lip liner. I used the Huda Beauty lip contour. I think this is the color Famous. I don't know. Probably looks a little janky because I had to resharpen it. So anyways, I used that. So for my first impressions on this palette, I think it's a thumbs up. I love the colors. I can't say that enough. Fall's my favorite season. I think I've said that like 15,000 times. And this is a really good palette for fall. This is a really good palette for fall. So I think you guys should definitely check it out if you have, you know, extra coins and you want to add a palette to your collection. So yeah, definitely recommend. Alright, you guys, so before you head on out of this video, why don't you go ahead and pause and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me grow my channel, and plus I like to just chat with you guys about makeup and fragrance and just chill out a little bit. So I'd love it if you come back by hitting subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much, whatever time it is for you, morning, noon, or night. I really do appreciate you gave me some of it. Thank you guys. Bye.